Well, hello everybody. In this video, I'm going to show you the fastest way how to start making your own Minecraft plugins, even if you've never made any Minecraft plugin before and you are a complete beginner. You just don't know where to start and you find the general information online a bit too much, a bit chaotic or overwhelming, and you desire to build a fully customized network. Or even if you don't necessarily want to spend months on making a network and you just want to update an existing plugin, or a message is bothering you and you wonder how you can change that, you just want to add some more customization to your server to make it more unique, etc, etc. This is what we're going to be covering today. I'm going to be very easy on you at the beginning and we're going to be gradually building ourselves up. So I'm going to be starting off explaining what Spigot, Bukkit, Paper, Sponge, etc, etc is. You've probably heard about it, so I don't need to introduce it that much. And then I'll explain how plugins are written and how they actually work. And I'm going to talk about TPS and why your server lags. And I think that one goes together because 90% of lag is actually caused by Minecraft plugins. And if you want to make Minecraft plugins, you better write them good and you better understand how that works at the very, very beginning. One thing that most YouTube tutorials skip is talking about high level performance, talking about standards, talking about the efficiency of the code itself, and then plugins will actually ruin your server, not enchanted. And finally, I'll explain the best ways to start coding your own Minecraft plugins quickly without frustration and overwhelm, because I know so many people that literally, if they had a better step-by-step process, they were just weeks away before they could make a server of their dreams, but they gave up because of the lack of information, the frustration, and the overwhelm that was excruciating. So, what is this? What are Minecraft plugins and how does that work? Now, the official Minecraft server from the company that owns Minecraft, Mojang, is very simple. It does not support plugins and offers a vanilla gameplay, which means there is little to no customizations for your needs, right? This is a problem. In addition, Minecraft code is protected by obfuscation, which simply means that meaningful names are renamed to random letters, and the code which I just sold you how easy it is actually looks pathetically hard, and if people see this, they're going to guarantee think, oh my god, I'm never going to learn Java. It's not your fault because this code has been purposely encrypted to prevent bad actors from copying, pasting it, slapping their name over it, and reselling it. So would not it be better to simply call player.teleport and then the coordinates on the screen? Well, what if I told you that this code actually does this thing? And if you master Minecraft plugins, all you gotta do is call player.teleport. You don't have to deal with this at all. And in order to make it easier for anyone to modify what's going on, various server modifications were made. People were frustrated because of the obfuscation, because of the encryption, so they decided to edit this and add a layer for you using plain English, plain and simple, as I just showed you, player.teleport, player.sendMessage, etc., to make it easy. And that's why we have a bunch of server mods, server modifications. I think Bukkit is one of the oldest one. Unfortunately, it died out in about 2014. And for about 11 years now, since 2012, a bunch of other developers took Bukkit's code and they've expanded on top of it and they've made Spigot. Now, there was another group of developers who said Spigot is not good enough, we want to do it even better. They took the Spigot's code and they built a new fork called Paper on top of that. And then there was another group of developers that said, we do not want to take Bukkit's code, we do not want to take Spigot's or Paper's code or Mojang's code, we just want to do it our own way, and they've made Sponge. That's why these top three, they build on the same foundation, which is the Mojang server, whereas the bottom line, and you got all these other forks, all these other new server mods, I'm just going to say one, the Sponge, because that used to be the most popular, but even that one, I think it's not very much used. And we're not going to be worrying about that because it is entirely different, and it is just, I would not say that it's unstable, but compared to the features, to the level of stability, to the level of what you can do in a server, Paper, Spigot, Bukkit are trumped by nothing else. So we're just going to be focusing on these three. And actually we can get rid of Bukkit because nobody uses it anymore. It's dead by almost 10 years, and I'm actually going to be just showing you how to do it via Paper. Now, how does Minecraft plugins work actually? Again, looking back at the very core of the Minecraft server, remember the 90% lies there? Well, it is, think about it as a heart, and each circle is one heartbeat. Minecraft communicates using something called packets between you, the client, the everything that you see on the screen. And the server, there is millions and millions of small packages being sent every single day for every single player. Literally, when you spin your head, there's about 15 different packets just sent in that very second. So, for example, let's say that you join the game and you see a monster. The monster moves, the monster hits you, the monster kills you, right? So when the monster moves, the server sends a monster update packet, and then the server is going to process the packet. It's going to notify all the other players that the server has, that the zombie has actually moved closer to. Then it's going to ask all the plugins if the monster can kill you, damage you, right? And your plugin runs things when it says to tick monsters, calculate AI, etc. Bukkit will do that thing for you. It does everything for you. All you have to do is listen to an event such as monster hit, another monster hit, another player event, player join event, and do your stuff there. So plugins simply hook in the heartbeat and do their functions in that cycle thanks to the thousands of hours of Bukkit, Spigot and Paper developers. And the entire cycle must actually take under 50 milliseconds. So that is I think 0.005 seconds. And that one iteration around the circle is actually called one tick. So 50 milliseconds times 20 ticks equals 1000, which equals 1 second. That is why we call 20 TPS, which stands for ticks per second, a stable rate for a server. When your plugin takes longer than this, the entire heartbeat will be delayed and you'll experience horrible lag, which everybody hates. So what is the best way to start coding plugins rapidly? Well, if you want to start coding your own Minecraft plugins, remember this. There is just so much content out there, out in the wild. And it's like cracking the code. You can do it the hard way. Did you know that there is over 1,000 combinations on a 4-key lock? Well, most people go about this like this. They watch tons and tons of YouTube tutorials. They search forums, they browse Spigot, they browse Stack Overflow, they Google every single day 50,000 times, they download different software, and this took me 7 years and 2 side-by-side bands to do it. I'm not even kidding. And typically the result is time and energy wasted learning horrible coding standards. As I said, Minecraft plugins are very sensitive to lag. If you are not going to master coding standards, your plugins will, plain and simple, make the server even worse. And then people get bad coding habits, frustration and overwhelm gets in, plugins are buggy, which leads to anger, self-attack, God forbid, and giving up. Is there a better way? I would argue that there is a better way. Let me show you the easy way. So the easy way has a process, and this process takes just a couple of weeks. You don't have to spend months, you don't have to spend years building yourself up. And these people have a great organization and structure available to them so that they can follow something that works, not something that's been out there by some amateur 3 years ago and the amateur since disappeared. And these people also have experts on demand, and they're a part of an elite community where people actually do things and they do it well and they're willing and able to help. And these people write higher quality code with less bugs faster. These people also be able to remove limitations and turn any idea into reality. As a result, you can transform your ideas to reality to create the most beautiful and custom-built server you and your players have been dreaming about. And while I try to give as much value and content out for free as possible, you have to understand this. The nature of YouTube and blogging does not substitute for a real academy-like product. And most people who just consume the content will fail. That is why I created Project Orion. Project Orion is designed to shift you from relying on others to relying on yourself and being in a position where you are competent to join any server and copy what you see there to make your own Minecraft plugins in your own unique way to satisfy your own unique needs and build the servers that you actually desire. How? Well, by following a proven literally 1, 2, 3 step process and getting coached when needed. The way that it works is that you follow a 7-week online course. I'm going to be logging in as an admin in just a few seconds. This is a 7-week online program. You get lifetime access to it. It's been proven year by year by year, and we've had over 2,000 students. 900 plus people have left us a positive review, and it's going to show you how to code your Minecraft plugins, how to remove overwhelm when coding, because I know that that's a big one for a lot of you guys, and how to get started if you've never coded anything before, no previous knowledge needed. Project Orient contains a full Java course, so if you've never coded anything before, as I said, no worries, we're going to give you all of that. Plus, it contains a full Spigot, Bukkit, and Paper training. And the best of all, it has one-to-one mentoring and a private community. And I'm not just talking about Discord. We have Discord, but we also have our own private community, which I'm going to show you right now. Now, before I go ahead and I show you the portal, I wanted to give you a fair warning. This is a limited opportunity because time is a factor and the opportunity to join here is limited. And I know what you're thinking, this is a digital product, you're just making it up. No, I'm not. Because we're a small team and we only take a handful of students at a time. Because we do one-on-one mentoring calls that take a lot of time and we want to keep our student to mentor ratio low. So if it happens, once there are too many students, we're just going to close down the registrations and only focus on our existing students, and then I have to hire a new coach, which takes about a month or two just to find a person that is good. Plus then it takes another month or two just to build them up to the point where they can actually are competent in what we have to teach, because there isn't many Minecraft plugin coaches out there. And that process can sometimes take up to half a year. So if you enjoy what you're about to see, I highly urge you to join once this is opened, because it's not going to stay open forever. So if you want to learn more, visit mineacademy.org/project-orient. Let's do this together with me. Let me show you what is inside for you. When you join Project Orient, you are going to get access to a course called Java Masterclass. This is exactly for people that have never coded anything before, right? You're going to be spending a couple of weeks here just learning Java. And it's not a long course. As I promised, you don't have to spend months and years coding. Most people can come here and they can spend 5 to 10 days and they will be already able to make a fully working Java applications. In fact, I just had people take this course right here and they were walking away laughing, getting international IT positions in companies. They're willing to pay you 3, 5, even 10,000 euros, which is more than $12,000, I think, per month, which is over $100,000 a year. Not kidding. We have a guy working at Bank of America. We have another guy working at a cybersecurity company. We have a guy that's working for IT company. There's a bunch of people getting gaming company positions as developers. Really, really cool stuff from that course. So when you're going to finish this course, or you can do both at the same time, it really depends what you want because both are unlocked. Here's the main deal. This is called Project Orient. How to code Minecraft plugins beyond imagination. And I really stand by this because the only limit is your imagination, but after taking Project Orient, your imagination is going to be expanded greatly. So when you open up this course, you're going to see the course dashboard. And you can learn more what is inside the course to get prepared, at least mentally. And then the entire course is structured into different modules. You have the intro. Okay, so first of all, you need to complete this module to get instructions on how the entire program works. And as you can see, we've built the entire coding portal, the entire learning portal, just to fit coding needs. So you got the source codes right here. We also work with JetBrains. By the way, you are able to get a full JetBrains license for IntelliJ, for PHP Storm, for any other program from JetBrains company, which is an internationally renowned company used by Google developers to make Android apps. We've partnered with them. We've worked together with them to make sure that you guys get the most out of this program. So you can actually request this license by clicking on this button. We're going to be shipping it to you guys personally. So here is all the links to all the source code. And then here comes the week one. This is the juicy stuff. So I'm going to show you what are these Minecraft plugins. There's 2 plugin creation methods. One is vanilla. That relies on Spigot, Bukkit, and Paper. This is great if you already have a bunch of knowledge. If you don't have any knowledge, the other method is called the foundation method. This is our own private framework that we have perfected to the point where we can reduce the amount of code that people write, not by 2 times, by 10 times. And I actually used to have an old YouTube tutorial just for free, just to show you how Foundation makes the code easier. I don't have to link it to you guys. If you've never coded before, it's going to be confusing, but I think it's somewhere on my channel still. We're going to be showing you about how to hook into all events that the game provides. We're going to be showing you how to log to console the best way, because there's multiple ways people always screw it up. We're going to be showing you how to write commands, how to do permissions, timers, settings, how to translate your plugin, how to have other customers if you're willing to sell your plugin, how to have them localize your plugin, how to have a server conversation, and of course, how to optimize performance. Please note, the entire learning portal is not only responsible, okay, so you can use your mobile phone, you can use your desktop. I do highly suggest use your desktop, but it's also optimized for learning. If I play a video, just like this one, and obviously, yeah, the quality just loaded. But if I keep playing the video, you're able to take notes which save automatically, fully async. You don't even have to reload the page, right? And it supports formatting, so you can format these notes like this one. And then when you say, I want to go away, you can actually just reload the page, come back to it next time, and you can see that we have saved the position where you are. So that way, you're never going to get lost and you know exactly where you are. You can also mark the entire lesson complete by clicking this button. This, again, is not going to pause playing, so you can keep playing. You can just kick this button when you want to. There's also an option to schedule a lesson, because we know there's a lot of people that have families, girlfriends, hobbies, friends, God knows what else. There's tons of you guys, they're busy. I do not expect you to sit for 5 hours a day to do this. That's why we've made it very easy to schedule a learning time. So you can literally select, I want to learn daily or once, and I want to do this, say, I want to do this 1st of September. I have only 10 minutes to sit behind this lesson, and this is going to be after my job at 7 p.m. You click this link, it's going to generate a Google event connected with your Google Calendar so that you don't forget it. This is beautiful. Now, there's also resources. We have a lot of cheat sheets. For those of you guys that prefer reading, we got a lot of very, very advanced cheat sheets with, just nice pictures. Again, it's very easy to understand because you can follow the video. You can also download and print out these cheat sheets. So you got both ways, you're always covered. And we, of course, provide source codes for the exact thing that we're building. And the source code is different. It only covers what we've made in the every single video in the very instance of this page. So behind every single one of these other lessons, the source code is just for what we're building, and it stacks up like rocks, and you can see the progression that we're building throughout this course. There's also discussion below every single video so that you can say hello. If you have a problem, you can attach an image, or we even support inserting a code sample just like this one. And I don't know what I'm going to be putting here. Let me just do a fake HTML code. And again, it does not reload the page, and other people can actually hit like or reply, and I get notified, so I can actually reply to in almost real time. Next week, week 2, week 3 deal with advanced concepts. Let me just show you what they are about. So week 2 deals with animations, interactive chat, custom items, menus, world edit, blog editing, schematic reloading, and even NMS. People wanted it, so we have it. 5 hours, very, very in-depth training. No other YouTube tutorial can ever amount to this. Week 3 is called Beyond Plugins for a reason, because we're going to be stepping away. I'm going to be showing you how to connect to the outer world. We have a video on libraries, APIs, on BungeeCord, actually 3 videos on making BungeeCord plugins. How to do databases, how to connect it with PHP. If you understand PHP, you're going to be amazed by this. How to make a Discord bot, how to make a vote reward system, metrics and spying on the plugin usage if you're planning to sell, as well as obfuscation and anti-piracy, including advanced techniques using JavaScript, which is something people always wanted. I actually used it in my own private plugins, and I only reveal this in this course. Week 4 deals with becoming a systems thinker. That means I'm going to teach you how to build an entire server using custom features, because the problem with all these YouTube tutorials, they teach you one specific thing out of context, and then people don't really understand how to build a Skyblock server, how to build a boss custom monster server, how to build missions, claims, regions, ranks, data statistics, and all these other concepts that require you to put a little bit more thinking. It's quite long. Videos are quite long. It gets over 1 hour, some videos, because I really want to make sure that you get the most out of it. Remember, you got lifetime access, and you can also pause the video at any time and return to it at the very exact timestamp which you left it. Week 5, it's way shorter, and it just deals with a bunch of funny things, because I understand otherwise you guys would be overwhelmed. So we're just going to plug in some very cool features that people asked for, such as realistic physics, anti-lag, stuff and stuff like that. Week 6 deals with minigames. People always requested them. We're going to be showing you how not only build minigames, but how to build minigame servers, how to automate games, how to make a BungeeCord minigame network, how to also restore the region, reset the entire world, and of course, how to make different types of minigames. This is going to work for Bed Wars, Egg Wars, Sky Wars, Kit PvP, Monster Arena, all sorts of games, because we're going to be giving you all the features that are present in almost every game and leaving that up to you, to your imagination, and even giving you some specific ideas that we've seen people be very happy using. The reason that we keep it to week 6 is that you have to understand these other concepts, otherwise you're going to mess up. That's why we keep it as a sort of later stage in the course, because minigames are indeed a bit more advanced. And then the final week, I'm not going to explain week 8 because that one is actually bonus, but week 7 deals with something called sales and cash flow. So I'm going to be showing you how you can actually make money by selling Minecraft plugins. Not a lot of people know. I actually used to live off of just selling Minecraft plugins for about a year and a half. I did nothing else, just Minecraft plugins, traveled a bunch of countries, bought a bunch of nice things, just selling plugins. And this is a really good opportunity to get into the high-end paying jobs, right? Because you're going to open yourself up, you're going to be learning sales copy, marketing, how to pick a niche, how to deal with customers. And if you later want to get $100,000 plus year job, you got everything you need here. I'm even going to cover how to land a 6-figure job and a bunch of other very, very advanced things. And then the final thing that I want to show you is the community. So we got a hub community that is a private community, has over 1,700 students. People post here all the time. We have an introduce yourself post. That's how it works. You can simply make a post like this one, and then you can have a discussion below. You can see hundreds and hundreds of comments. Very active community indeed. Plus, we have community on Discord, which is, I think, crossed over 2,000 people. No, not yet. It is definitely going to cross it in a couple of weeks. It has private channels, so if you don't want to chat in public, all you're gonna see training right here, these are all private channels for these different training programs, right? Same for plugins, and then here is public channel for all the other students, and here you can see different people answering questions. So these people in orange are going to be helping you when you have a problem. As you can see, it's very active, and these people with orange are almost every single hour there. Every single day, there's someone who's going to help you answer your question. Now, before I go, I wanted to show you the live call feature, because people always ask me about what is the live call about. Well, twice per week, me and my coaches are sitting down with you, and we're spending up to 90 minutes per call. Sometimes less, this one is about 40, but sometimes up to 90, just to answer any questions. And as you can see, someone is unmuting himself.
All right, you should be able to say it now.
Right, can you scroll down, please? So with every single one of you guys, if you get stuck, if you want to share your screen, if you want to get me to get your code reviewed, you're able to do so twice per week on live Q&A calls, which you can join from our private community. There's a call registration right here. We change the schedule a couple of times a year to make sure that everybody can join, even if you live in a different city. We make it very easy for you guys to join and register. There is a Zoom link, which is 100% private, and you can even create a calendar notification after you register, and we can spend a lot of time helping you. Sometimes I spend up to 20 minutes helping just a single person. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. It took me a lot of time, and I just wanted to leave you with this. There's 3 options in life that you can take. Number 1, you do nothing, and you just sit in pain and sit in complaining, why my server is not unique, why am I losing players, and it's the governance fault, it's Micro's fault, it's God knows what else fault, but not your fault, right? That's most people. So if you do nothing, sorry, I can't help you. The other option, this is a bit better, is what most people do. They think they can do it for free. They think that they can outsmart everybody. So they go on Google, they watch a bunch of YouTube tutorials. We have YouTube tutorials on how to code Minecraft plugins, but they can only get you so far. There is a cap and there is a price that you're gonna pay. It's slow burning pain of you being frustrated, of you not having the coaches by your side, of you not understanding, hitting the barrier every 15 minutes and having to Google regardless, and then simply finding out that someone else took the course and stole hundreds and hundreds of your players from your own server, or maybe just seeing your server die down slowly where others will succeed. And the third option is you take the Project Orient Academy. This is a professional course where you're not going to be missing a single minute, spending a single minute on an activity that's derailing you away from your goals, because every single minute is dedicated to moving you forward and closer to becoming self-reliant, to having the unique server that you always wanted to have, to building the community that you always wanted to have, to having the life that you wanted to have. Because I know a lot of you guys want to have a coding job at international companies, want to build a business, maybe you just want to get really, really attractive position somewhere, and I believe that Project Orient can get you there. Thank you so much for your attention. I'll see you there.